I'm thinking about purple, maybe because I think they used high watts, but that kind of upper mid-range. Bass in there. I think that's really cool. It's kind of hard to go back. That's the compressor. It's really good. I roll the tone down a lot for ballads and stuff, and there's a trade-off too. I mean, it sounds nice and warm and cool, but the compromise is sometimes you lose the note, and I don't want to have to try and play hard, because sometimes the essence of the tone is playing nice and light, and but with this compressor, it does something to it very subtly that brings out that note a little more. Because if you're playing like this all night, and then you do this, you can disappear, you know. But the little compression, tone is completely off, and I wouldn't say it's muddy. That's really cool, and then it's still cool, but it does something to enhance it a bit, and it's not just the volume boost. I mean, you guys know that, you know, you're recording a band with a ballad, you're gonna bring up that compression a little bit on the bass because he's playing nice and soft and make that note come out, but you don't want it to squash either. I mean, that's the thing, you know, with a lot of these compressors, it's easy to squash it, but it's not easy to retain the dynamics while still bringing some of that stuff up. Tone's still all the way down.
Oh, you see, you have the tone really rolled off.
Yeah, completely. That's a little much.
Oh, here it comes.
I can open it up a little bit, you know. To me, that's kind of like a flatwound tone. that's not really even a bass cabinet. And to me, it's really, really warm. I think that's a really cool sound. And tones all the way down, man. Yeah, it kind of sounds like an old P bass, you know, like with flats, kind of like the kind of thing maybe Duck Dunn would be going for or something. With a bit of fur on it. It's not clean, that's for sure. But it's not all fuzzed out, and when you get bad distortion and you just lose the note, you know, sometimes that's not good either. That fur that you're hearing, you're not really going to pay much attention to that in the track. It's just going to give it character, wouldn't you say?
That's what I agree.
I think you got to kind of have a lot of distortion to say, that bass is a little dirty, you know? But then again, you go, ooh, man, that bass is so clean. Can't you do anything to warm that up a little bit?
Some characters.
A little bit. I mean, the best bass sounds through the 50s and 60s, they all went through an amp. Even if it was a shitty amp, it was an amp. You know, all the time, almost all the time. I don't think Jameson did, but you know what I mean. But if you're going through like a Fairchild compressor, I mean, that might as well be an amp because they're acting like amplifiers. That's what this is doing. Not losing the bottom end. It sounds totally fine without compression. That's the thing. It's not trying to make a sound, but it's enhancing it and giving it another flavor.